Hello, welcome to the Judo Way of Life. My name's David. I hope you're well. I hope you're training hard. I hope you're throwing hard. Just wrapped up another Olympic Games. So Paris 2024 has just come to an end. And I thought I'd do another review, or not a review, but my thoughts on the Olympics. I did one of these back in 2021 for the Tokyo Olympics and can not believe it's been 3 years. Where does the time go? Managed to watch majority of the fights. Time difference between Australia and France is not amazing, but here we were able to watch the prelims from sort of 6 o'clock in the evening onwards. And there are my dogs barking at a bird on the balcony. Cheers, guys. So I managed to watch a lot of it, watched the prelims, and managed to stay awake for a lot of the finals. Not all of it, did miss some towards the end, so it was getting towards 2:30 a.m. And I've got to get up early to coach, so unfortunately wasn't able to watch it all live. I had to do a bit of catching up. But overall, incredible Olympics in my opinion. From what I could see from watching on the TV, the French crowd looked like they really got involved, and that was to be expected. Anyone that's been to the Paris tournament will know that the French really get behind, well, their athletes primarily, but they also really get into the sport. They want to see good judo, they want to see positive judo, and you know they let the referees know that, and let the other athletes know that when they disagree what was going on the mat. And obviously, following on from how the 2021 Olympics were, and it was great to see big crowds of people watching the sport. So that was awesome. Now I'll go through the good things that I thought about the Olympics, and obviously the bad things. Oh, not bad things, but we'll talk about those. So personally, I really enjoyed watching the judo. I think the way the rules are at the minute are really good. I mean, they're not perfect, but I don't think any rule set is going to be perfect. I just felt that the way these games, the way people fought, I feel as though for the Olympics, people were a lot more proactive than usual, and people were really going for it. And I say that because the Olympics isn't always the best example of judo, in my opinion, because people, and rightly so, are fighting a lot more conservatively because there's a lot riding on trying to win. It's not a case of, you bomb out, you can come back next year. You've got 4 years to potentially wait to maybe go again and have another shot. So there is a lot riding on the Olympics. So I completely understand why athletes are a lot more reserved in the way they fight for the Olympics. Unfortunately, for spectators, that doesn't always mean it's going to be an exciting spectacle that we want. There's a lot of people complaining about the false attacks and complaining about people winning on Shidos.
Like, great athletes. Are they happy? No! They're destroying themselves. Who's happy? You, the fat fucks watching them. Roaring advice at the best athletes in the world. You!
Obviously, false attacks are going to occur. People, sometimes deliberately, but quite often you're fighting someone else who's also the best in the world. You're not always going to be able to get close and be able to get into a position to throw them. And the rules dictate that you've got to do an attack. So sometimes that little element of panic will come in, and when you've got someone who is obscenely strong trying to stop you from throwing them, you're not always going to get close and make a good attack. And I don't understand why people are overly critical of that. Like, of course it's going to happen. And also about the amount of Shidos. Yes, we want to see someone get thrown. Yes, we want to see someone get held down or arm locked or strangled or whatever, right? We don't want to see a lot of fights won on Shidos, but it's going to happen in the Olympics just because of the way people fight. And at the end of the day, a win's a win. Right? And that's the way it is. Yes, when I used to fight and compete, I wanted to win with a throw. More so than ground, but that's my bias. But win with some kind of positive technique. But I would also get people Shidos. I'll play the game. That's a one way of winning. So why not capitalize on it? Why not create a situation where you're putting pressure on your opponent by getting them the right to the Shidos? Like, it makes sense. So I think a lot of that just comes down to spectators, and I feel as though a lot of people criticizing that, if in the situation where they were at the Olympics, I don't think they're going to grumble if they win with Shidos and getting their opponent disqualified. That one baffles me as well. So I thought the judo was good. I thought it was a lot of throwing, to be fair. Not much Newaza. Something I thought that was interesting, and again, I've not seen the statistics, so this is only anecdotal evidence. So definitely could be wrong. Let me know if you know anywhere to find the statistics on this in the comments, because I'd really like to know. But it seemed like a lot of the Niwaza actually was to Osakomi, so not necessarily to Arnold Strangles, which I thought was quite interesting. I feel as though seniors are quite complacent with Osakomi. Here's my dog, come to say hello. Go on, Ollie. Let's go for a cuddle, bless him. Come and see what was going on. No, we don't like that. Judo! He likes to cuddle until he doesn't like a cuddle, and then he buggers off. We good? Alright. With the Olympics, people incredibly disappointed. A lot of the favourites went out, and this is again the thing about the Olympics. It's just a supercharged environment, and some people are made. They just overperform, which I can think we've seen with the French men's team. Definitely overperformed in terms of the expectations, and kudos to them taking full advantage of that hometown advantage. And then you've got other players who made history. The under-73 Azerbaijani, first person ever to be continental, world and Olympic champion in the same year, which is an incredible result. So you get these people who are just absolute animals of the sport and are really just pushed to that like superstar level, and then you obviously get people who just come undone, and it's just heartbreaking to see. Really, as someone whose dream at one point was to go to the Olympics, and you watch people whose dreams are just taken away in that split second. You can see how it's going to hold their numbers. I find it quite difficult to watch sometimes. In my opinion, good Olympics. Probably one of the best I've seen in a long while. I mean, to anyone who says about the leg grabs, just go watch the 2008 Olympics, and I would say the vast majority of that Olympic Games was incredibly boring and dry. Again, my opinion. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments below. If you do agree, also please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And then we'll see you again, hopefully in 4 years' time for the next one. And there we go. Train hard, throw hard. Bye-bye.